presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. Also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. My Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor. And Snethkamp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, serving Metro Detroit since 1926. Hey everyone, guess what time it is? Time to get your Michigan high school sports fix. Welcome to State Champs. I'm Lauren Plant. We're presented by Lawrence Tech. We want to be your hub for high school sports. How do we do that? We hire professionals and freelancers from all over the state. We take that footage, we package it up with graphics and music, and every week, State Champs is born. Just as the kids sacrifice blood, sweat, and tears to be a part of something bigger than themselves, we commit to the duty of giving you the best show possible.
We know what we do here matters to so many of you. I'm Jenna Skalski, and besides a ton of highlights this week, one of the most renowned recruiting experts, Alan True, will have another recruit report. We'll also have the always informative MHSAA Minute and the always awesome Clip of the Week.
And we always say this television show is just a fraction of the video content we produce each and every week. Longer highlights, including games you won't see here today. The Hungry Howie's Mr. Football and Anvil updates. The State Champs Scout Show. This week we're talking volleyball recruiting. The State Champs All Junior Team Watch List. This week we talk the top juniors in boys soccer. Our brand new football rivalry series. You have to see that. Go to our website, follow, like, and subscribe to State Champs Network on all your favorite socials. Go get that great content.
Without any further delay, let's get this show on the road.
I'm Gabriel Neal, and we start things off in the PSL, where two powerhouse rival programs would face off as the Detroit King Crusaders hosted the Technicians from Cass Tech. Jump to late in the second quarter. Cass now down 21-0, but threatening and close. On 4th and 1, the give is to senior Donnie Scott Jr., who gets into the end zone untouched to put the Technicians on the board with 39 seconds left in the half. Star freshman Dante Moore would take to the air on the last drive of the half. He caps it off by hitting back Penny Boone on the goal line, and the big man reels it in for 6 with no time left on the clock. Crusaders up 27-7 into the break. Halfway through the third quarter, the home squad would continue to impress. Moore drops back and finds a streaking Marshawn Lee, who takes it all the way in for the 30-yard touchdown. As Detroit King takes care of Cass Tech at home, 47-7 the final score.
I'm Kevin Trozinski, and we had a Catholic League football matchup out in Ann Arbor as Father Gabriel Richard hosted Detroit Loyola. Loyola will light up the board first. Junior running back Malik Marabel will find a huge hole, and he will reach pay dirt on the 15-yard run. Loyola out to an early 8-0 lead after the 2-point conversion was good. The Irish would answer back with a touchdown of their own. Senior QB Gregory Kenzicki rolls out and will connect with senior tight end Brandon Victor for the 20-yard grab and score. However, Loyola would lead at halftime 14-9. The Bulldogs could not be contained on the first play in the second half. Loyola's Marquise Henderson, a little trouble with the ball, does not faze him one bit. The junior will find open space down the field. That 90-yard touchdown return statement has Loyola up 20-9. The Bulldogs started to bark up a storm in the fourth. Check out Henderson again. He will break on through the line, 53 yards to the house, and that would be the ball game as Loyola defeats Father Gabriel Richard 28-24, the final.
I'm Jake Durant from the UP. Bragging rights on the line Friday night in Ishpeming, the Hematites hosting crosstown rival Westwood. First quarter, no score, first and goal for Westwood on the 6-yard line. Taylor Delangelo finds Chad Pullman in the flats. He hits the brakes and high steps it into the end zone. 8-0 Westwood. Ishpeming trying to answer. John Corkin smothered by Westwood defenders. He's going to somehow break free and head down the sideline for the big gain, but Ishpeming would not be able to take advantage on the drive. Second quarter, Westwood in business again. Delangelo slices through the Hematites defense. He finds the end zone, 16-0 Westwood after the 2-point conversion. Let's go to the third quarter. Now a blown coverage by Ishpeming going to lead to this long connection from Delangelo to Eric Anderson. Westwood gets their first win over the Hematites since 1998, 36-0. Ishpeming shut out for the first time since 2016. Let's go to Gladstone. The Braves hosting the Red Hot Flivers. Third quarter, 6-0 Kingsford. Braves driving, a bad handoff here between Drake Forrest and Blake Servant. The Flivers going to recover. In the fourth quarter, Flivers in the red zone. Tyler Cobb, the quick pitch to Logan Normand. He falls forward for 6. 12-0 Kingsford. Gladstone trying to get back into this one, but Josh Vayu has other plans as he picks off Forrest. Nice return there by Vayu, and that's going to set up this. Cobb going to drop back and drop a dime to Chris Carollo. Carollo going to high point the ball, and he'll come down with it. The Flivers leave Gladstone with a 20-7 win.
Lauren Plants here. Let's go to the Oakland County Division I Girls Golf Championship, and it was a perfect day, perfect conditions at the Pontiac Country Club. Let's take a look at Division III's 4th-ranked Yellow Jackets from Detroit Country Day. Alana McKean looking to make a 15-footer for birdie. Nailed it! Detroit Country Day finished at 350 as a group, good enough for 3rd. Rochester Adams came into the county championship ranked 6th in Division I. Par putt on 18 for the junior Carly Ortwine. Count it! All 5 Highlanders shot 92 or better on the day. But the team who perhaps put in the most work over the summer getting ready for the season, the Lions representing South Lyon. On the 9th hole, the junior Katie Potter knocking in this par putt. She finished 2nd individually with a 77. South Lyon shoots a team 344, beats Rochester Adams by 1 shot to claim the Oakland County Division I championship.
Today we're going to introduce you to the MHSAA's Coaches Advancement Program. 30 years ago, the MHSAA began its first coaches education program to address the large influx of non-faculty coaches directing educational athletic teams. Today, the Coaches Advancement Program, or CAP, has grown into one of the nation's top and first face-to-face educational program geared to assist coaches in their growth and development. CAP gives coaches everything except the X's and O's of their sport, dealing with the practical and philosophical issues of coaching high school sports. Over 3,000 individuals annually attend CAP training sessions, most receiving beginning and intermediate certifications studying numerous topics. But a growing number stay in the program to earn advanced certification and study not just the basics, but current issues affecting educational athletics. If you want to learn more about the Coaches Advancement Program, visit the MHSAA website.
Hey guys, before we go to break, real quickly a teaser on what we're talking about this week in the State Champs Anvil Award presented by Hungry Howie's. Each and every week we talk about a couple of candidates who are in the running. We have 10 candidates. We have Coach Tim Beckler here, the former Canton head coach. Who are we talking about this week?
This week we've got DeAndre Buford from Detroit King, an offensive tackle, and Billy Roberts from Muskegon, another offensive tackle.
You need to vote at statechampsnetwork.com. Go there, our candidates are there. You can keep your guy in the race. We may have a shakeup soon, so make sure you check out what we're talking about online right now.
I've always been really good at math and science, and I knew I wanted to work in healthcare, but not as a doctor. So I chose Lawrence Tech's biomedical engineering program. I've pushed myself to take internships, like this one, at a hospital in an orthopedic research lab. Thanks to Lawrence Tech's unique, hands-on style of education, I'm graduating with a published research paper and a job. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Need money for college? You need My Student Aid. My Student Aid is the go-to resource that helps Michigan families find money to pay for college. Plus, they'll guide you through the financial aid process and answer any questions you have. For grants, scholarships, and more, connect with My Student Aid, helping make college affordable for everyone. Learn more at michigan.gov/MIStudentAid.
You do know you want a contest to spend the whole day with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just want to sit here and eat this delicious pizza?
We could do other things.
A little help?
That was the best day ever! Some people will do anything for flavor. Now get a meal deal to fit any budget at the home of flavored crust. Hungry? Howie's!
Welcome back to State Champs. We are St. Mary's. Let's get back to the highlight. Yeah! I'm Greg Molson with a matchup of two 3-0 teams in the Saginaw Valley League's Red Division. Flint Powers hosting Davison. The Cardinals come out flying right from the opening kickoff. Caleb Smith takes it on his own 25 and takes off. He is gone. 75 yards to open the scoring, and the Cards were just getting started. Check out Carter Kreiderman with a 19-yard run, making it 21-0 still in the first quarter. Davison quarterback Brendan Sullivan having a big night. He hits Harrison Terry on the slant. This one is a 28-yard touchdown. Sullivan throwing for 4 scores in the game. Here's another one. Deep downfield to Latrell Fordham behind the defense. 68 yards to make it 35-0 at the half. Davison dominating Powers, making a statement in the Saginaw Valley with a 48-0 rout to improve to 4-0.
I'm Chuck Pellerito, and let's head to the pitch, where after a 2-2 tie earlier in the year, Cranbrook and Lutheran North wanted a clear winner this time. With under a minute to go in the first half, Sam Morosky gets the throw in, feeds it to Zach Wittenberg with a great turn and finds the back of the net, putting the Cranes up 1-0 going into the half. Mustang still pushing hard. Andrew Finkel dribbles his way towards the net, but Charlie Hefter is there for the block. Second chance for David Mueller, and he's not going to miss a second open net shot. We're tied up at 1. But with 5 minutes to go and Cranbrook not wanting another tie, Sam Morosky hits a pass across the field to Ryan Marvar, who goes top shelf and puts the Cranes up for good in this one as they go on to win 2-1.
I'm Gabe O'Neill, and it was a battle of the Eagles on the volleyball court on Thursday night as Southfield Christian went on the road to take on Plymouth Christian. Southfield Christian in gray, the number 1 ranked team in Division 4, would jump out in the first set. A pair of seniors hooking up as Haley Ellington gets it over to Caitlin Warnscheist, who gets it to go for the winner, as Southfield Christian easily takes the first set. Plymouth Christian tries to respond in the second set. Haley Creighton with the feed over to Lauren Husner, whose spike is up and over for the point. But Southfield Christian would take it up a gear. Rachel Steitler sends it over to Emily Van Dyke, and she slams it for the big-time spike, as Southfield Christian goes on to take a 2-0 lead. The end of Game 3 would get interesting. Creighton would get it over to the senior Gabby Kellogg, who gets it to go, and we were tied up at 26 apiece. But Southfield Christian would get the final 2 points to clinch it. Steitler with her game-high 28th assist here to Van Dyke for the spike, as Southfield Christian would go on to sweep Plymouth Christian in 3 sets.
This is Alan True from 24/7 Sports with this week's State Champs Recruit Report, brought to you by My Student Aid. The Ohio State Buckeyes have made it a point to come up to Michigan and do some recruiting up here in this state. Mikey Weber is a recent example of a successful Michigan high school athlete who went down to Columbus. They're looking to make lightning strike again with a big tackle in the 21 class, as the Buckeyes have now offered Detroit Country Day offensive tackle Caleb Tiernan, a 6'8", 270-pound left tackle prospect. Central Michigan had a home game against Akron last Saturday and had several recruits from the state of Michigan down and offered scholarships to a couple of those prospects. One of them was Brendan Sullivan, a junior quarterback from Davison, who's in the midst of an outstanding start to his season for the Cardinals. 6'3", 180 pounds, Sullivan has the athleticism and size to pick up more offers, but the Chippewas were the first one on the board. For this week's State Champs Recruit Report, I'm Alan True.
The Recruit Report is brought to you by My Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Go to michigan.gov/MIStudentAid for more information. Hey everybody, welcome back inside the studios. Before we take a break, Sean Belizean is going to tease you with what we're going to talk about on this week's Mr. Football Update presented by Hungry Howie's. And this week, we're talking about wideouts.
Well, and you know what's interesting about this, Lauren, is there are so many different choices this year, and that's why we love to hear from you. We're going to talk about one of them from East Lansing, Andrell Anthony, really making a name for himself. And how about Gibraltar Carlson? You got a situation where Ian Stewart's doing a little bit of everything, so we're also going to take a deeper look in regards to
both of them are big time. You can vote for them and any other of our candidates at statechampsnetwork.com. Do it now.
I'm on the Blue Devil football team, and that's a great place to be because other colleges wouldn't let me be both a football player and a nursing student. And just because I'm a dog on the field doesn't mean I can't take care of people. And man, do I love people. The small class size at LTU give me awesome access to my nursing professors. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
The ones who wake up every morning ready to take on the world. The ones who push their limits to be better than the rest. You're looking to join a team of leaders who want to be challenged. You want to be pushed to your limits. You value freedom and think you have what it takes. The ones with speed, strength, intellect, and determination. Michigan Army National Guard. We see you.
You do know you want a contest to spend the whole day with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the best day ever! Now get a meal deal to fit any budget at the home of Flavored Crust.
Hungry? State Champs is Northern Michigan's home for football highlights. State Champs High School Sports Show. Your teams, your games, your highlights.
I chose Lawrence Tech for its architecture program and its volleyball team. Architecture is a great fit for me because I love math, design, and technology. And at Lawrence Tech, we begin designing in studios right from the start. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
I'm Jason Hutton from the West Michigan area. OK Conference crossover 3-0 Mona Shores hosting 3-0 Rockford. And longtime Rams head coach Ralph Munger returns to the sidelines after open heart surgery in August. And Rockford starts strong. Fullback Jaden Friesen with the dive, and the Rams led it 7-0. A little bit later in the second quarter, it's Shores with the answer. Trayshawn Hatcher on the option. He's going to cut it back and into the end zone. Mona Shores had a 14-7 lead on the home field. But right before the half, Rockford running the football with just 10 seconds to go, and it's Friesen again getting loose for a 51-yard touchdown run. That sent us to the locker room, tied at 14. Third quarter, Rockford goes right back to the big fella. 5 rushing touchdowns on the night. Jaden Friesen with a huge night as Rockford knocks off Mona Shores 34-21, improving to 4-0. In the OK Red, Caledonia at home taking on Hudsonville, and it was the homestanding Fighting Scots with a 10-0 lead at the half. But third quarter, here come the Eagles. Quarterback Brennan Hayes with the sneak. He's in. We have a 10-7 ball game. But the Hudsonville was far from done. They come back, and Hayes going to give it to Bryce Outing, and he's going to jump over the pile and into the end zone. Eagles go in front, 14-10, and a little bit more. Ike Irish, the sophomore, already committed to Auburn for baseball, out of the Wildcat and into the end zone. Hudsonville beats Caledonia 27-21. The Eagles improved to 2-0 in the OK Red and 3-1 overall.
I'm Audrey Dahlgren from the Lansing area, and what a crowd at Lyonsburg High School for a CMAC showdown against Fowler. Both teams a perfect 3-0 going into this one, and in the second half, Lewis Miller was kicking butt and taking names. A tremendous kickoff return for the Eagles, 26-7 Fowler. Lyonsburg trying to spark a comeback, so why not throw a little trickery? The ball eventually lands in the hands of Austin Randall, and it went on to set up this. Doug Matthews to his man Randall again, and he's like, "You're not gonna take me down this time." Matthews was 15 of 25 for 295 yards and 3 TDs. Wolfpack within 11. The Fowler's run game could not be stopped. Kyle Snyder does the honors. What a great win for the Eagles. Fowler prevails 46-24. This was another thriller. East Lansing home against Portage Northern, and we're getting right to the fun. Fourth quarter, Trojans only down by 7, but that would all change thanks to Asher Gregory. That TD tied the game at 28 with 4 minutes to play. So to overtime we go. Yes, Samuel Bush connects with Jake Joseph, 35-28 Trojans. But you know what? The Trojans D would win this one for EL. Portage Northern looking to go downfield in OT, and the D says, nuh-uh. What a game-ending sack. Drive over, game over. East Lansing comes from behind to get the dub, 35-28.
I'm Kevin Trozinski, and let's jump into the pool for some swimming action. KLAA conference foes, Northville and Brighton. Both teams ranked in the top 10, and we start with the 200-yard medley relay. Northville's top team of Meliana Mancinelli, Riley Zara, Emily Roden, and Emma Phillips, they were neck and neck for the whole race with Brighton's Ania Bodell, Drew Thielking, Lindsay Witt, and Gabby Bainhart, just edging out the Mustangs for the win with a 152.48 to the 200-yard free. Northville's Emily Roden and Brighton's Kayla McCall, the top dogs in this one, but the Lady Mustang Roden getting the extra horsepower push for the win. With how the match is going, this could be anyone's at this point. Brighton's Lindsay Witt from the start, cruising in first place for the whole race, and here she will get first place with a 2:10.33. Now finally to the 50-yard free. Laura Wozniak on another planet for Northville. She will finish first here with a 24.74. Northville comes out on top in this one, beating Brighton 103-83.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University. One of the great advantages in getting your degree at Lawrence Tech are the several tools to help prepare you for a rewarding career once you graduate. The Office of Career Services offers a wide range of resources to help you navigate your job journey. Whether you need assistance with choosing a major, writing a resume, conducting a job search, alumni contacts, the Career Service Office is there to help you in every way. When considering a university, do the research. Will you get the individualized attention you deserve before you graduate? Do yourself a favor. Check out Lawrence Tech. It's easy. Go to ltu.edu today. You know, one of the things that makes high school football the greatest are the rivalries that have been established over the years. Some have taken place for decades. We decided we were going to think outside the box this year and focus on some games, maybe some cities you've never heard of. This week, our team went to Stevensville Lakeshore for their annual skirmish with St. Joseph. This is aptly titled The War on the Shore, and you can watch highlights and more right now at StateChampsNetwork.com or on the State Champs Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram page. Do it now.
I admit it, I love working with money, negotiating, and making big decisions. That's why I'm majoring in finance and economics at Lawrence Tech. What's truly amazing about the education here is the small class sizes that give me easy access to my professors who truly care about my future. They even helped me get a great internship. And I was able to fulfill my lifelong dream of playing college golf. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
You do know you want a contest to spend the whole day with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just want to sit here and eat this delicious pizza?
We could do other things.
A little help?
That was the best day ever! Some people will do anything for flavor. Now get a meal deal to fit any budget at the home of Flavored Crust.
Hungry? Howie! State Champs High School Sports Show is Southeast Michigan's home for football highlights. State Champs High School Sports Show. Your teams, your games, your highlights.
Welcome back to the show. We're here at Walled Lake Western to watch the Warriors take on the Orchard Lake St. Mary's Eaglets. Guys, this is about to be an interesting game tonight because in the entire existence of these two programs, these two teams have only played each other once. And during that one game, St. Mary's took the W. But that does not mean that's going to happen today because the Warriors have the advantage. They have two nominees for our Mr. Football Award this year. Each team is at 3-0 this season, so let's see who takes home the gold at this week's main event.
Big matchup for this week's main event. Both Orchard Lake St. Mary's and Walled Lake Western looking for their first 4-0 start since 2015. Zach Traynor kick-started the Walled Lake Western offense early through the air, but midway through the first, turned to the ground. The Northern Illinois commit C.J. Brown running right, cruising in, Western 7-0 lead. Orchard Lake looking to answer. Sophomore running back Tommy Boss collects a handoff, finds a burst of speed at the line of scrimmage, exploits the hole, plenty of real estate, splits two Warrior defenders, tumbles in for the touchdown, 14-10 Western into the break. Later in the game, Western now trailing 24-14 with 8 minutes to go in the third, forced to play without an injured trainer. They handed the reins to Jonathan Abilene, who didn't miss a beat. Short pass to Abdur Rahman Yassin. This senior is sick. Talk about breaking ankles. 74-yard touchdown. Orchard Lake still led, however, 24-21. Now, following an OLSM turnover, Western trying to regain the lead. Guess who? It's Abilene. Takes it himself, finishes from 5 yards out. Warriors 35, Eaglets 31 midway through the fourth. Orchard Lake St. Mary's driving. Put it into the trustworthy hands of Anthony Anton, who doesn't disappoint. The senior gets it done. Eaglets win a 4-0 start to the season with De La Salle on the schedule next week.
Time now for the MHSAA Clip of the Week, and we go back to Ann Arbor. You would think that after handling the ball off the ground, Detroit Loyola's Marquise Henderson will go down shortly. But nope, the junior has reservations for 6 on the 90-yard return as Loyola defeated Gabriel 28-24.
Hey guys, there are additional games we filmed this week that are exclusive to State Champs, and you can only watch them online. Go to our website, hit up social media, it's all there.
And let us know the games you want to see here on State Champs. Tell us what you want to see, and we'll do our best to deliver it to you.
That's it. Huge weekend of football next week. We will see you then. State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. Also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. My Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor. And Sneth Camp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, serving Metro Detroit since 1926.